पुणे वाला रडोली का सामने है।
Hello. So good afternoon, all of you. We'll start now. I'll just share the screen. So in earlier lecture, we have seen the different commands related to Excel sheet and what are the different commands we have seen. And now, so these are the things. I'll just recap. So we have seen how to make, how to calculate sum, how to calculate average, how to calculate, or how to go for the counting numbers, or how to calculate for the maximum number or minimum number. So likewise, we have seen even we have gone for the if statement as well. So if we just look at now to go for in detail of even if function, and we want to use some and or even or statement. So how to use that? So if we just add this, so let us say these are the names of, and then these are the scores that got, and you want to know how exactly the result should be. Okay, so in that case, if you just look at this formula bar, here we can just write first of all equals to, and then you have to write here if. Now in bracket, you have to give the condition first of all, and then the first one, this is something, the result, if this is going to be true, and this would be something when this is going to be false. So if this is true, then it should give you the result as pass, and if it is false, then it should give you the result as fail. So now, if we just apply the condition, this C6, this is the C column and 6th row. So in that case, we can see that so this is going to be greater than and equals to 70. This is greater than or equals to 70. So this is pass. This is also pass. And since this is not greater than or equals to 70, so this is fail. This is again pass. This is fail. This, and then again the remaining one, these are all greater than or equals to 70, because the passing score is considered to be 70 here. So accordingly, we will get the result as pass or fail. Though now it is only related to only one score. This is the only one score, or only the score of one subject. But what if we have more than one? So in that case, what should be done? So we can use and statement also. So this is how we can go ahead with. This is the score 1 and this is the score 2. And based on these two scores combinedly, okay, based on these two scores combinedly, we should get the result. So result to be either in terms of pass or fail. So what we can do, we can use here the term and apart from if. So look at here. First of all, we will type here equals to, then if, and then we will put here and statement also. So once we will put here and statement, so in that case, the conditions are, though this is the first condition and this is second condition. And similarly, if you have more than one subject, okay, so any kind of subjects are there, so you can use with the help of and statement and you can use the conditions accordingly. So this is the B column and this is the second row. Now this score, this is the first condition here and this is the second condition. That is the C column and second row. So the first condition is it should be greater than, the first score should be greater than or equals to 60. And the second score should be greater than or equals to 90. So these two are combined. If both are true, then only then we will say is passed. If any one of them gets failed, we will say it's failed. If we look at the first score, that 93 is greater than 16, yes, okay. But 80 is not greater than 90. So that's the reason this has become failed. Then 60 marks, this is greater than or equals to 60, okay, fine. Then 91 is greater than 90, so it's passed. So likewise, you will get here pass, and here you will get fail. So that's how you can use and statement in terms of if statement and statement also. Similarly, sometimes you may need or statement. Now, what is the use of your or statement? When we say, suppose that the or function returns true if at least one score is greater than or equals to 60, else it returns false. So if true, the function should return pass. If false, then its function should return fail. So if any one of them, what I said, if any one of them, at least one score, if it's going to be true, then it should give you the pass value. Suppose now this is the B2 is greater than or equals to 60. Okay, fine. C2, this one is greater than or equals to 60. Yes. Anyway, no problem with this pass. This is greater than 60. This is also greater than 60. But now look at this one. 58 is not greater than 60. 75 greater than 60. But it has given you pass. Why? Because we have used or statement. But instead of or statement, if we would have used and statement, so that would have been the different result. But we want that anyone's score is greater than 60. Then in that case, we'll say that yes, that the result is pass, and that's the reason we will say this is going to be pass. Now you can look at this. This is also less than 60. This is also less than 60. So that's why it is the result. So that's how and statement as well as the or statement we can use. So I'll just share the Excel sheet with you. So this was the last time when we have seen and we have used here if statement. Now suppose now this is the first one. This is, I'll say, these are the name. I can just type your name, and this is the subject one. You can type your subject one, and then this is the result. So sometimes what we usually do, this is the name, subject one, and result. They are basically they are the title. So what we can do here, we can simply make this as bold, or if you want to give some different colors, so you can give different colors to that. And we can even give here all borders command. So that's how borders will be there. Now suppose this is the subject one, and based on the subject one, we have used here already if statement. But in case you want to insert subject, other subject, so how to use that? So you can directly click this column C, and then right click on the mouse, and then there is a insert button. So you can just click on this. So here, subject one, I can write here near to that subject two. So that's how, if you just put here insert command, so you will get again other subject result as well. Wherever you want to put or insert a column, in that case, you have to just simply right click there. That's it. Right click here, insert. Right click here, insert. You want to undo that command, just go to this option, undo, or Control Z. That's how. Now suppose I write here suppose I write here anything like this. So that's it. Now you want to convert this to different results. So we'll see, first of all, you have to write here. You can directly double click on here, or you can select this cell and go to this formula bar and press equals to sign. Once you do that, okay, now you can insert any different, or you can give the commands. So suppose I want to give the if command here. So I'll type here if, I'll double click on it. Now here you have to use here and statement. So I'll use here and statement. So and now what does that say? Logical value one. So you don't, as I said, you don't need to write here or type here this 80, that result. You have to just simply put on or click on this cell. Once you click on this cell, look at the cell address has been changed, that is B17. Now give that this is greater than say 60. Then you want to again put subject to condition. So put here comma, and now this is the subject to, let us say this should also be, or let us go for higher value. So this should be greater than this. Sorry, I'll just click on this, and this should be greater than say 75, and I'll just close this parenthesis of and now. Now you can see here that it shows this logical test is carried out. Now, what should be the value? You want to give the comma here, and then look at that. It is showing that give the value if it is true. So you have to give the double quote, and write down your pass. So whatever you write in double quote, either you write here P, either you write here pass, or either you write anything what you want. That okay, the student score good marks, or you want to give the grade. So that gradation is also possible. Suppose you want to give, if this is the condition and you want to give instead of pass, you want to give the grade. So I'll give you a grade. Let us say instead of pass, I'll give here grade as A grade, or otherwise it should get the grade is B grade. And I'll close the parenthesis, and now I'll press enter. So now look at this. He got grade B. Why he got the grade B? Just look at, I'll just double click on this formula. Okay, or if I just double click on this formula, so what you will able to see that yes, this is the if this B17 means this subject has greater than 60 marks, but this subject is not greater than 75. That's the reason it got B. But what if we just instead of and I write here or? That's it. If I write here or, and then if I press enter, now look at that. Instead of B, he got A grade. So that's how the use of if statement as well as and or even or statement. So in and statement, that both the conditions should get true. If you just go ahead for the or statement, any one condition, if it is true, it would give you the result as true. So suppose now you want to simply, now this result is only for this part. What about this name and this subject? What should be the result? Should I again write the same formula? No, you don't need to write the same formula. What you have to do, just click on this and go to this corner. You will find this icon, plus icon. Just once you got this plus icon, yeah, this is also plus icon, but this is called, if you go to the corner and just drag this, click on it and drag this and just look at it. The formula has been copied for all the values. You don't need to again type the same formula. If you want to change the formula instead of or you want to give your and, so I'll just edit this and put here and press enter. But the other formula is not and. So in that case, again, you can just double click on here. That's it. Either you can double click on it or you can just click and drag. So there are two ways with which you can just simply execute the command. So that's how the if statement can be used. So as I said, now suppose you do not know which part should be having the input part and which one have the output part. This is called as the output part. So to highlight that output part, you can just simply fill it with the different color as you want. Suppose I want this color. So this says that yes, this is the output or this is the result. So how we have done that? I'll just undo it. I'll just select this part, select it. Once you select it, now go to here. You can change the color of the font or you can change the theme color as this one. You can even go for the alignment as well. You can just click here, middle align or left align. Just click here. Okay. Anyway, that was the already. So if you just align here, left, just right, go for the left, go for the middle. So that's how this is possible. Even since this is the total generalized number, it is showing that this number is generalized. You can specify some time option, you can specify percentage, fraction, likewise is also possible. Anyway, so that's how um, you can use this. Or otherwise, what you can do, suppose you want to use the style here. So go to the conditional formatting. You can highlight the cells. So let us highlight here all. I'll just select this. Go to the conditional formatting. Go to highlight cells rule. Let us say greater than. I'll just click here. Now it gives you automatic color. Whether one is passed or not, you can see with the color itself. Suppose I have given here 63. Instead of 63, if I just mark here 40, or let us say 50, and you want to give the different color. So let us say yellow, fill, and click on enter. Okay. So what you got here? So you got, though we have given here result in terms of grade. Now here itself you will be able to know that which got which result. So what we have done, if you want to do perform the same operation, I'll just select this, go to the conditional formatting, go to highlight cell, and this is greater than. So if I just type here greater than, let us say 65, and change the color of it. I'll just make it in, okay, fine. So that's how you can see this is those who are having greater than 60 marks got highlighted with this yellow color. Those who are having greater than 65 marks, those have been highlighted with the green color here. So this kind of conditional formatting is also possible here in Excel sheet, and you can perform. There are different rules as well, though I have used only the one. Greater than, then there are less than, if there is a in between range, or having equal to, or you can go ahead with the text that contains. So if you want to know, if you want to highlight less than value, whatever the value is less than 50, so you can see that there are many numbers who are more than 60, so that's why it has been highlighted. But you want to highlight only the fewer part, so you can go with this less than part. You can even go with the in between. So suppose you want to give the range there, that it should give you the only range in between 50 to 60 or 60 to 75. Likewise, that range is also possible, and that is going to highlight it automatically. It will automatically check and will going to highlight it. So that is also possible. You want to give the only equals to something. How many results are there? So that is also possible. You want to know that certain text is containing one word, or if I just say, look at this, I want to know which one is A. Now you are not going to, or you'll have to check which one is A or which one is B. So what I'll do, I'll just click on this, go to the conditional formatting, go to highlight cells and text that contain. Text that contain, let us say A. Look at the color. And if you just click OK, that A has been changed. Now you will be able to see this, that okay, that A has been highlighted with a different color, B has been highlighted with a different color automatically. Though I am not given for the B, but only for the A, we have only two grades, A and B. So I have highlighted only A color, A part. So that's how this formatting is also possible. Conditional formatting, the use of this conditional formatting, you can change it. You can even change the color scale, icon scale likewise. So we'll just again go to the our Excel sheet. So repeating. So if you just look at this, even you can use and as well as or both. You can use this one in between. So what have been done? That suppose this is the and you have used here, and this is the A2 part. This table is there, and for B2, this is equals to green, or B2 equals to blue. B2 equals to green and B2 equals to blue. So these are the two conditions. So B2 either is equals to green or blue. In that case, what should it give? So this is all the condition. Now, well, you can use any number of conditions. So anyway, this is the this is the condition. Total condition is there. So based on this condition, what you can do? You cannot just simply use the text values in terms of double quote, but here this is the value. If this is going to be true, if this condition is going to be true, in that case, this is 0.5 of C2 means it will give you the half of the value for selling purpose. Otherwise, if this is fail, the condition, in that case, it should give you, this is the condition when it is fail, so it would give you the 90%. Okay, 90%, 0.9, or you can say 0.9 multiplied by C2. So this is 0.5 multiplied by C2. Either this one you will get, or 0.9 multiplied by C2 you will get. So A2 is stable. So what we are saying and statement. So you just look at this. In the outer box, you have here and inner box, you have here or. So out of these two, any say either if it is green or blue. So what is saying, if anything out of this is going to be green or blue. So red, this is the red color. This is no green, no blue. And it should be the table. So if table is there, and if it is going to be green or blue, then it should give you 0.5%, or otherwise it should give you 0.9%. That's how it is the formula. So we can see that this is yes. Look at this part. This is the table, which is either green or blue. Here this is green. This is also table. So out of this 100 rupees, or this is basically dollar, out of that $100, you got here $50. So let us say this has become 50% discount. Same thing, this is the table. This is again blue. So green or blue, so you got here 50% selling rate. So that's the discount here. So that's how, otherwise all the things, even this green or blue out of this is also possible here. So you got here. So that's the condition. Any number of conditions you can just put, and you can make that particularly thing possible. So we have seen today how to use the if statement, how to combine this if and and. So this is and statement we have used, and then how to go for the or statement, and that's how. And or even combine, we want to use the combine and or. This is and, this is or, and you want to use combinedly and or. So that's how it is possible. So one by one, when you just go for it, this is the complex one. This part is somewhat complex if you are new to it. This is the simple one, and how to use or. This is the simple one. So this is just very simple. If anything, the condition is true, you will get the value. If it is true, you will get the value. If it is false. So that's how either you will get two things in terms of, if you want anything in terms of text, then you have to give this double quote like this. You have to give the double quote. Write down anything, X, Y, Z, anything to write here. So that word is going to be the result. But you can even give the you can give the formula. This was the formula here. This was the formula. So even you can give the formula. Right. So that's how. And in the Excel sheet, we have seen how to use the conditional formatting, how to use the alignment, how to insert the new values there. That's how. So we'll stop here and we'll go for the next lecture, and we'll study the different things, different commands in the next lecture. So we'll stop here. Thank you. If you type your name and roll number in the chat box, you can leave the meeting. If you're not, you can just type fast, because the time limit is very less than minutes. 2 seconds are remaining. So you can type fast your name and roll number, and then you can leave the meeting. Thank you.